Everyone. So Duffman reached out and wanted to know about the Portal subscriptions, which is the UCC membership and club store. So let's take a look at this. We're going to hit memberships first, and this will show us. I currently have the Prestige Pass. I got this a while back, and we'll go over my experience with it and what I think about it going forward versus my initial reactions. At first, I thought this was going to be a great thing, and it hasn't been bad, but it's been, let's call it, expensive. Then we've got the Premium Pass over here, which is $10.99 a month. Excuse me, $9.99 a month before tax. This one's $30. The Premium Pass, let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. There's no value to it. What you get for it, the return on investment is not worth it. So what you actually get for the $9.99 is going to be, if you look right above that ×1, which is where the loot coin goes, you will see a bonus claim offer right there where it just says claim. And that's anytime there's a new loot. And you might say, well, yeah, it's a free loot coin. No, it's not a coin. It's just a claim. And there is a difference. The coin is going to give us progression in the event itself and not just a claim. And for $9.99, it ends up being cheaper than buying a single coin for $2.99 over a month's span, if you do that for each time there's a loot out. But you don't get any progression toward the event. So while you might be paying double for the $2.99 offer, this here is just going to do more for you at a fairly inexpensive rate. Now, that's all you get from the $9.99. You also get that same claim with the $30, but you get one bonus coin. So that bonus coin is going to go ahead and unlock this for you as far as getting you progression. And that the weekend event coin typically has another bonus that is your first coin that you spend on the event gets you X amount of points as well. So let's go back to the store itself and say not worth it, interesting. Okay, now at $30 a month you can get this cheaper on your average 4-week MLC, even the 5-week, by just buying the $2.99 coin offer and just not having access to this wall. Access to this wall at $30 a month times 12 months is $320 a year. That's just to give us access to the club store itself. And if we look at it, you've got options to fuse up, which if you are paying money to fuse up characters, more power to you. I don't think that's a good use of that, but we all have our own experience with the game. Some might be like, well, I don't have anything here, so I use for this. If you don't have anything there, then I wouldn't have the store. At that point, it just doesn't make sense. You could say, well, I'm saving up for when I decide to stop spending on the game. Sure, whatever turns your boat. At that point, you're still spending $320 a year to keep this UCC open. And these cards in here, they're different prices, just like the tiers. Your S Plus tiers tend to be $700. Same with your really good trainers and coaches. Sherry, I don't remember if she was S tier or S Plus tier, but she was a 700 shard or 700 coin recruit. This is a lot to get them there. What it ends up being is somewhere around 1,000 to 1,200 per 700, and that is You can't do it all at once, though. You have to space it out to where you're getting these milestones with your spin. If you max out this and you continue to spend past this, this is a lot, then you're not getting any additional resources toward that. So that's something to keep in mind when it comes to the UCC. Not every card is worth having. That is hard to hear for people that have the Pokemon aspect of it. You can see that I need very little here. I've got 9. I could get him right now without blinking an eye. I don't care if Jason Jordan's on my roster. I will never use him. I will never put coin into him. He's just, there's nothing there for him for me. Hogan, maybe. He has one use, and that's in a step tour where you're using his no pin bar move. But outside of that, you're not going to use him for anything else, and that's extremely time consuming. So there's thought for that. The Dragon, no use for him. If they ever rework him, I'm sure that he will be available in the store, but let's be honest, we probably won't see Masters of the Universe again in the game. What's a little disturbing is the fact that zombies are not available in here, the turtles are not available in here, but yet Masters of the Universe is available in here, and has always been available in here. After the turtle event, I feel like they should have been put in here while they still had the licensing. Don't know if they still do or not. They have not disclosed that, but the fact that we've got these shit cards in here, but not those cards which are actually good, is, and the intent was to do another event and make more money off of it, right? But they just never did, which they never do. So they should have, knowing that they never have in the past, they should have done this. It was the same with the Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters were still available when UCC was there, and they weren't available in here. But yet, Masters was. Anyways, you're looking at roughly $1,300 a card, $1,200 in just the loot pulls to get to the 700, and then an additional, cut the membership in half twice a year, being able to pull something in here. But that's also based off your spending habits. So I just think that your money is better off spent elsewhere. Where exactly is up to you. $320 a year, you could easily take that and do a best of loot, or a Black Friday loot, which has better results. Yes, you're relying on RNG, but at the same time, after having the UCC for this long, I have decreased the actual value that it has for me. Everybody's experience is different. Those that spend a lot more are just, scooping these cards up. I'm okay with playing the long game on some of these. Obviously, Regal, is still in there. But if you're down to just needing, there are 4 cards on here that are still available shard-wise in the game. That's Axe, Kamala, Cena, and Regal. It's just better if you really want them, chase them in, prize walls. When you look at offers on the portal, let's go into here. There's an offer for $100 with 50 Dom shards. Now, say what you want. I'm not spending on Dom. Dom is the free S tier, and he plays like a free card. You have better showboats, I promise you, than Dom. A lot of people are very hyped on him. He's good. I'd be cautious with hype on him. He's only good enough. There are stronger showboats that you probably have on your roster that you're just missing a piece or two with. Pig Boy is one of them, in all honesty, than that. But still, you find these offers that have X times 50 shards. You could take it and do the, if you're missing one of the $20 offers that they do on the weekends for a poster, sure, get it there. There's other places that you could spend your money that is going to get you better progression than the UCC. For me, the math, the money, it just doesn't make sense. It was a good concept when it first came out, but they just made it too expensive. If it would be half the cost, where you're still paying your $30, but you could get somebody after, having spent $400 or $500 in loots and ending up with shards. If you could get somebody that way, I could see it being more appealing. Not at $1,200 to $1,300 though. And definitely not the $9.99 one. Just cross that one out. It's spend the extra $5-10 and get the $2.99 every weekend. And that's do the math after the event, because the $2.99 might not even make sense for you. It might be better off for you to just go completely free based off of do you have the CSS to get you to the next milestone? Does the next milestone matter to you as far as does it have prize wall currency? Do you need that additional prize wall currency, or do you already have enough to get you what your target was for that wall? Those are all things to consider before you spend a single dollar. This is also more advice for the people that wait toward the end of the event to see if it's worth spending versus your people that are jumping on as soon as the game starts to do loot for the new character. These are all things to keep in mind. Is it the worst thing you could spend money on? No. Is it the best? No. If you're wanting to spend, there are better ways to spend in this game that are going to be more rewarding. This is kind of, they call it the long play of it, but it's just too rich for my blood as far as that goes. And it becomes borderline to irresponsible spending. So, there you go.